Chapter 1. The Quantum Blueprint. In every breath you take, a choice is being made. A thought is sent out into the field. A signal, invisible yet undeniable, ripples across the quantum web. You are not just observing life. You are influencing it, shaping it, sending out instructions to the universe about what comes next. Whether you realize it or not, you are manifesting right now. Welcome to the Quantum Blueprint, the foundation of all conscious creation. The science behind the blueprint. Quantum physics shook the world when it revealed that reality is not fixed. At the subatomic level, particles don't behave like tiny billiard balls. They behave like waves of possibility. A particle can exist in multiple states until observed. Once we observe, the wave collapses into a definite state. This is not metaphor. This is science. This principle, known as the observer effect, means something profound. Consciousness affects reality. The blueprint of your life, therefore, is not etched in stone. It is sketched in energy. That energy responds to attention, intention, emotion, and expectation. These are not fluffy spiritual ideas. They are forces measurable by science. Your thoughts and feelings emit electromagnetic signals. Your heart produces the strongest one. These signals interact with the quantum field, the vast sea of energy connecting everything. This is your blueprint, and you are the architect. Why most people manifest? By default. Most people don't realize they're building anything. They live on autopilot. They think the same 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts every day, 90% of which are recycled from the day before. These thoughts come with the same emotions, the same beliefs, the same expectations. The blueprint becomes a loop. They wonder why their life doesn't change. It's because their signal hasn't changed. They're broadcasting the same emotional frequency into the field. Frustration, fear, doubt, lack, and the field mirrors it back. The quantum field doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. What you consistently think and feel is what you consistently emit and eventually experience. This is not punishment. It's physics. Becoming the conscious architect. You break the loop the moment you become conscious. When you stop reacting and start choosing. When you pause and ask, what am I broadcasting right now? Becoming the conscious architect of your life starts with a radical shift from victim to creator. From life is happening to me to I am shaping life with every intention, emotion, and action I take. This isn't about control. This is about alignment. To create from the quantum blueprint means aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the outcome you desire before the outcome appears. That's the trick. Not to wait for the success to feel successful, not to wait for the relationship to feel loved, not to wait for the money to feel abundant. You must feel it now. You must become it now. Because in the quantum world, time is not linear. The future is not ahead of you. It's waiting for you to align with it in the present. The blueprint formula. Let's simplify the mechanics of manifestation. Here's your core formula. Clear intention plus elevated emotion. Quantum instruction. 1. Clear intention is the vision. It's the image you hold in your mind, a specific outcome, a reality you want to experience. 2. Elevated emotion is the fuel. It's gratitude, joy, inspiration, love, any emotion that raises your frequency and expands your field. When you pair the two, you send a coherent signal to the quantum field. You give it a blueprint to work with. You're not sending a vague wish. You're transmitting a precise instruction backed by the most powerful signal in your body, feeling. This is how you begin to collapse possibilities into actual experiences. The trap of the external world. Most people only feel different when the world outside changes. They let their environment dictate their energy. But if your reality has to change before you feel different, you're living backwards. That's not creation. That's reaction. Quantum manifestation flips the equation. It says, change your energy, and your reality will follow. You go first. You send the signal before there's any evidence. This takes courage, because your senses will lie to you. Your bank account will still look empty. Your body might still feel unwell. The relationship may not be there yet. But your job is not to wait. Your job is to feel it now, to rehearse the new you so vividly, so frequently, that your brain and body begin to believe it's real, because to the subconscious mind, emotion is evidence. When you feel it, your nervous system starts rewiring itself to match the new state. Do this long enough, and reality starts bending to match. Building belief in a skeptical world. You may be wondering, is this really possible? Can thoughts and feelings alone shape the external world? The short answer is yes, but not in isolation, not from a passive place of wishing. Quantum manifestation is not daydreaming. It is not bypassing effort. It is alignment first, action second. Your aligned signal draws new opportunities into your path. It alters your perception. It increases synchronicities. But you still must act when the door opens. You must walk through. This is co-creation. You do your part. The field does its part. And yes, belief matters. If you don't believe it's possible, you're already emitting contradiction. Doubt scrambles the signal. That's why part of your work is training belief like a muscle, through repetition, through results, through surrounding yourself with examples of others who live by these principles. Belief is not a prerequisite. It's a practice. The blueprint in practice. Daily rituals. Let's make this real. You don't need to meditate for hours or chant affirmations endlessly. A few focused minutes each day can change your signal. Here's a simple routine. 1. Morning intention. 5 min. Sit quietly. Visualize your desired reality. Feel the emotions of already living it. Don't try to force it. Just rehearse it. Let your nervous system taste it. 2. Midday. Awareness check. Too many to ask, what energy am I in right now? If you've slipped into stress or fear, take a breath. Shift back into gratitude or clarity. 3. Evening gratitude, 5 min. List 3 things you're grateful for, especially small, specific ones. Gratitude isn't just appreciation, it's declaration. I already have more than enough. This routine isn't magic, but done consistently, it rewires your signal. It breaks old loops. It broadcasts a new blueprint. Final word of Chapter 1. The quantum blueprint isn't a theory to memorize. It's a truth to live. It's a reminder that the most powerful technology you possess is your own consciousness. You are not waiting for the world to change. You are changing the world by the way you think, feel, and act today. And that changes everything. The Chapter 2, Reprogramming the Subconscious. If the quantum field is the canvas of reality, your subconscious mind is the brush. You can have the most vivid vision, the most elevated emotions. But if your subconscious mind is not aligned with your desires, you will constantly sabotage your own manifestation. To manifest what you want, you must become what you want. And that requires reprogramming the subconscious. The power of the subconscious. Your subconscious mind runs 95% of your daily life. It's the operating system behind your habits, behaviors, emotional reactions, and default beliefs. It stores everything you've ever learned, not just intellectually, but emotionally and physically. From the moment you were born until around age 7, you absorbed everything like a sponge. During these formative years, your brain operated primarily in theta and alpha brainwave states, deeply suggestible, like hypnosis. That's when most of your beliefs about the world, money, love, success, and worth were implanted, not by logic, but by repetition, emotion, and environment. And unless you go back and consciously rewire those programs, they keep running in the background. If you were taught that money is scarce, that love requires sacrifice, or that your voice doesn't matter, those scripts are still running. They will override your affirmations. They will reject your vision. They will find ways to bring you back to your safe identity, even if that identity is full of lack and fear. The identity loop. Every thought you think, every feeling you feel, and every action you take reinforces your identity. And your identity creates your reality. Here's the loop. Beliefs, thoughts, emotions, actions, results, reinforced beliefs. If you believe, I'm not good enough, you'll think small thoughts, feel discouragement, avoid bold action, and get limited results, which reinforces your belief. To break the loop, you don't start with effort. You start with identity. You shift from I want abundance to I am abundance. From I wish I could be confident to I am a confident person building momentum. Your subconscious doesn't respond to force. It responds to frequency, repetition, and story. The subconscious doesn't understand no. Here's a key truth. Your subconscious doesn't process negatives the way your conscious mind does. If you affirm, I don't want to be poor, your subconscious hears poor. If you think, I'm not scared, it hears scared. This is why it's crucial to speak the language of the outcome. Say what you want, not what you're avoiding. Think in terms of where you're going, not what you're running from. Your subconscious is like a GPS. If you keep inputting fear, confusion, and contradiction, you'll never arrive. Give it clear, consistent directions. Rewiring through repetition. The most powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious is repetition in a relaxed state. This means affirmations with emotion, visualization with detail, meditation with intention, Mental rehearsal with frequency. The more often you feed your subconscious new input, especially when your brain is in theta, just after waking, just before sleep, or during deep meditation, the more receptive it becomes. This is how professional athletes rehearse victory. It's how musicians master performances. It's how you can rewire beliefs at the root. Example, instead of saying, "I want to be rich," say, "I am becoming wealthier every day. I attract abundance. I manage money with ease. Money loves working with me." The goal is not to lie to yourself. The goal is to train a new truth, one repetition at a time, until your nervous system starts to accept it as normal. The role of emotion in reprogramming. Emotion is the glue that locks new beliefs into place. If you repeat affirmations robotically, nothing changes. But if you repeat them with conviction, if you feel them in your gut, if you embody them, then your subconscious pays attention. This is because the brain is an emotional organ. It remembers experiences, not concepts. You can say, "I am confident," 1,000 times. But if you never feel it, it won't stick. So practice this. 1. Close your eyes. 2. Imagine a version of you that already has what you desire. 3. Step into that version. Feel the posture, the voice, the energy. 4. Let that emotion rise. 5. Speak your affirmations from that state. That's how you embed new identity traits at the subconscious level. Clearing old programs. Before you can fully install new beliefs, sometimes you need to clear the old ones. You may be holding on to limiting beliefs that served a purpose long ago, but now hold you back. Examples. I must work hard to be loved. If I shine too bright, others will resent me. I always mess things up. I'm not meant for success. These beliefs aren't true, but they feel true. That's what gives them power. To clear them, you must first become aware of them. Here's how. Journal your thoughts when you're frustrated or stuck. Pay attention to what you say about yourself to others. Notice recurring patterns in your relationships, finances, or health. Once you identify the belief, ask, where did this belief come from? Whose voice is this really? Is it based on truth or experience? What belief would serve me better now? Then, replace it. You can't leave a vacuum. You must install a new program immediately. Or old. I can't trust people. New. I trust myself to attract safe, aligned relationships. Old. I'm always behind. New. I'm exactly where I need to be. My timing is divine. Old. I'll never have enough. New. Abundance is flowing to me in expected and unexpected ways. Hypnosis. A direct line to the subconscious. One of the most effective tools for subconscious reprogramming is hypnosis. Contrary to myths, hypnosis is not mind control. It is a natural state of focused attention and relaxation, similar to deep meditation. In this state, your brain enters theta waves, and your subconscious becomes highly suggestible. You can use guided hypnosis audio to install new beliefs about health, wealth, confidence, or purpose. Even 10-15 minutes a day can create noticeable change over time. Watch the stories you tell. Every time you say, "I've always been this way," or "That's just who I am," you reinforce your identity. Your words are spells, and your subconscious is listening. So shift your narrative. Begin to speak from your desired identity, not your history. Instead of, I'm bad with money, say, I'm learning to master money. I'm shy. Say, I'm growing in confidence every day. I always get sick. Say, my body knows how to heal and stay vibrant. Language shapes belief. Belief shapes perception. Perception shapes experience. Real-life reprogramming stories. Story 1. The executive who couldn't speak up. David was a brilliant strategist, but constantly sabotaged opportunities by staying silent in meetings. He realized his subconscious belief was, if I speak up, I'll sound stupid. It came from a childhood memory where he was ridiculed in class. He began nightly hypnosis to reprogram his self-worth. Within 30 days, he started voicing bold ideas. 6 months later, he led a division. Story 2. The single mom who manifested a new life. Sarah, a single mother of 2, felt stuck in survival mode. She believed, life is hard. There's never enough. Through daily gratitude journaling, visualization, and affirmations, she reconditioned her mind. She found new work online, began earning more, and later created a support group for mothers like her. Her belief became, I create opportunity. Reprogramming works when done consistently, intentionally, and emotionally. Final word of Chapter 2. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not cursed. You're running programs you didn't install, but now have the power to change. Your subconscious mind is not your enemy. It is your most loyal servant. Give it new instructions. Give it clear pictures. Give it feelings that match the life you want. And watch how your internal software updates your external world. Chapter 3. The role of emotion in quantum creation. Thoughts are the language of the brain. Emotions are the language of the body. When both speak the same message, reality starts to bend. In quantum manifestation, emotion isn't just important, it's the engine. While intention sets the direction, emotion provides the energy. The greater the emotion, the stronger the signal you broadcast into the field. That's why simply thinking positively doesn't work. That's why repeating lifeless affirmations fails, because the universe doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to what you feel. Energy and frequency. The emotional spectrum. Every emotion you feel carries a frequency. Shame vibrates around 20 hertz. Fear sits near 100 hertz. Joy rises above 540 hertz. Gratitude and love peak around 600, 700 hertz. The higher the frequency, the more aligned it is with the creative field of possibility. The lower the frequency, the more your energy collapses inward, locking you into the past. This isn't philosophy, it's physics. You are an electromagnetic being. Every heartbeat, every brainwave emits a signal, and that signal draws experiences to you that match your emotional set point. If you constantly feel anxious, you attract chaos. If you dwell in guilt, you invite punishment. But if you consistently live in gratitude, you become magnetic. Emotion as the quantum command. In the quantum field, your emotional state acts like a command line. It tells the field what version of reality to match you with. Let's say you visualize success every day. You create vision boards. You affirm wealth. But deep inside, you feel unworthy, jealous, or afraid. Guess which signal the field responds to? Not the vision board, not the words. It responds to the emotion. And if your dominant emotional baseline contradicts your desires, you'll repel them. That's why so many people feel like they're doing everything right, but nothing's happening. It's not about the actions. It's about the emotional alignment behind the actions. Elevated emotions versus survival emotions. There are two major categories of emotions. Survival emotions: fear, anger, guilt, shame, anxiety, frustration, jealousy. Elevated emotions: gratitude, love, joy, empowerment, appreciation, awe. Survival emotions come from the past. They're tied to old wounds, protection, and separation. Elevated emotions come from the future. They align with expansion, unity, and creation. To shift your reality, you must shift from survival to elevation, not occasionally, consistently. This doesn't mean you suppress fear or fake positivity. It means you train your nervous system to feel elevated emotions on purpose, even before there's evidence. That's the leap of faith. That's the formula. Feeling before the evidence. Most people wait for the external world to change before they give themselves permission to feel good. I'll feel abundant when I have more money. I'll feel loved when I meet the right person. I'll feel proud when I succeed. But the quantum model flips this. You must feel the emotion of the outcome before it arrives, because the feeling is the magnet. The emotion is the signal. When you feel abundance while still in debt, the field responds. When you feel love before meeting the partner, you become a match. When you feel freedom while still stuck, doors begin to open. This is not denial. It's creation. You're not faking the emotion. You're tuning into the version of you that already has it. Gratitude, the secret accelerator. If there's one emotion that unlocks manifestation faster than any other, it's gratitude. Why? Because gratitude signals it's already done. It removes doubt. It closes the gap. It bypasses resistance. When you feel grateful for something that hasn't happened yet, your body believes it's already real, and the field reflects that belief. Here's a powerful practice. Each morning, close your eyes. Visualize one outcome you desire. Feel gratitude for it as if it's done. Hold that state for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't try to make it happen. Let your heart expand with thanks. Let the energy rise. Then release it. Do this daily, and your timeline will shift. Emotional rehearsal. Becoming the future self. Your body doesn't know the difference between an emotion caused by an experience and an emotion created in the mind. That's why you can cry during a movie or feel anxious from a dream. It's also why emotional rehearsal works so well. Each time you rehearse a future version of yourself with feeling, you install new neural networks, build new hormonal patterns, and literally become that version. Steps. 1. Choose one identity shift, e.g., confident speaker, wealthy creator, vibrant healer. 2. Visualize a moment in that life. You on stage, you receiving a payment, you hiking with energy. 3. Feel the emotions of being that person. 4. Let your body memorize the feeling. The more often you do this, the more your body stops living in the past and starts expecting the future. Releasing repressed emotions. To rise into elevated states, you sometimes have to clear out the old ones. You can't build joy on top of shame. Unprocessed emotions stay trapped in the body. They show up as tension, illness, reactivity, and patterns. They block flow. They lower frequency. Ways to release. Breathwork, somatic shaking or movement, journaling with emotional honesty, talking to your inner child, working with a trauma-informed coach or therapist. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means metabolizing the energy so it no longer runs your life. Protecting your emotional frequency. Once you raise your emotional baseline, guard it, because everything around you is trying to pull you back to the norm. News, social media, gossip, environments soaked in fear. You must become emotionally sovereign. Protect your mornings. Curate your content. Say no to drama. Choose thoughts that feel good. Choose company that reflects your future. You don't owe your energy to everyone. Frequency is currency. A true story. The man who laughed himself to health. Norman Cousins was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. Doctors gave him little chance, but instead of giving up, he isolated himself in a hotel room with comedy movies, gratitude journals, and vitamin C. He laughed for hours a day. He felt joy, even while in pain, and within months, his health began to recover. His case became one of the first mainstream examples of emotion-driven healing. Whether it's health, wealth, or love, the principle is the same. Elevate emotion. Change outcome. Practices to master emotional frequency. 1. Daily emotional calibration. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Ask, how do I feel? Then ask, what would I rather feel? Breathe into that new emotion. 2. Gratitude rampage. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Speak out loud everything you're grateful for. Real or imagined. Past, present, or future. Don't stop. Let energy build. 3. Heart coherence meditation. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe slowly in and out through the heart. Think of someone or something you love. Hold that state for 5 to 10 minutes. These are not woo. They are emotional workouts. Train your emotions like you train a muscle. Repetition builds default state. Final word of Chapter 3. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. And what you are is a result of what you feel most consistently. Master your emotions, and you master your energy. Master your energy, and you master creation. You were never meant to feel trapped by the past. You were built to feel joy, purpose, and creation in this body, in this life, now. Your emotions are your superpower. Use them. Chapter 4. Time, space, and the quantum now. Most people believe time is linear. Past leads to present, which leads to future. But in the quantum field, this model collapses everything, every possibility, every version of you exists in the eternal now. Time is not a river. It's a field. And if you learn how to collapse your focus into the present moment with intentional energy, you can jump timelines. The illusion of linear time. We experience time as linear because that's how the body navigates physical reality. But time is a construct of the mind. At the quantum level, particles don't behave sequentially. They blink in and out of existence. They exist in superposition, multiple states at once until observed. Likewise, your future isn't out there. It's here, now, waiting for your observation. Quantum physics calls this the collapse of the wave function. The moment you focus attention with expectation, the infinite potential becomes a singular event. This is manifestation in motion. The eternal now. There is no true past or future, only memory and anticipation. The body remembers the past. The mind anticipates the future. But both happen now. If you keep emotionally reliving past failures, you're broadcasting that energy now. If you anxiously await the future, you're leaking your energy now. Your point of power is always the present, and only in the present can you create. Anchoring the present, the doorway to the field. When you become fully present, free from past regret and future worry, you enter the quantum field. In that state, your brain waves shift from high beta, stress, to alpha or theta, coherence. Your heart rate stabilizes, your body moves into balance, your consciousness expands. This is where intention meets creation. This is the doorway through which your energy becomes magnetic. Most people never enter the present. They live in recycled thoughts and emotions. They keep creating the same life because they keep broadcasting the same signal. To shift your timeline, you must change your signal. And that starts with mastering presence. Meditation, the quantum portal. The fastest way to enter the now is through meditation, not as escape, not as relaxation, but as a tool of alignment. In quantum meditation, you don't just quiet the mind, you shift identity. You become no one, going nowhere, with nothing. In that void, you become pure consciousness, and from that state, you can create. Here's how to begin. 1. Sit comfortably, spine straight, eyes closed. 2. Focus on your breath. Slow, steady inhales and exhales. 3. When thoughts arise, don't judge. Observe and return to breath. 4. After a few minutes, begin visualizing yourself dissolving. Your body, name, past, future. 5. Rest in that space, timeless, formless awareness. 6. Then gently bring forth the intention of your desired future. Feel it, merge with it, be it. Do this daily, and the line between desire and reality will blur. Time travel through energy. If all versions of you exist now, then you can shift into a new one. not by effort, but by resonance. Want to become a confident speaker? Feel now the energy of someone who already is. Want to heal a broken relationship? Send love now to that timeline. Want to become financially free? Embody now the gratitude of already having it. The future doesn't change by hoping. It changes by aligning. And alignment means broadcasting now the energy of the version of you wish to embody. Quantum leaping. You may have heard the term quantum leap. It doesn't mean hustle. It means identity collapse and expansion. You don't slowly crawl into a new life. You snap into it by choosing a new frequency. Here's how it feels. Sudden inner certainty. External events begin shifting rapidly. Old habits fall away without resistance. You feel detached from the past. People notice you feel different. It's not magic. It's coherence. When your energy matches the future you desire, reality recalibrates to meet you. Letting go of the timeline. One trap on the manifestation path is obsessing over time. When will it happen? Why is it taking so long? These thoughts anchor you into lack. In the quantum world, the field doesn't respond to waiting. It responds to wholeness. Here's the paradox. The more you want something, the more you signal you don't have it, the more you trust it's done, the faster it appears. Surrender the timeline, anchor the emotion, stay in the now. The field will match your vibration, not your calendar. Living as your future self. Instead of asking, how do I get there? Ask, how do I be that? Speak as they speak. Think as they think. Walk as they walk. Make choices as they would. Set boundaries as they do. Love yourself as they already do. Don't perform it. Embody it. Your body becomes your time machine. A closing thought. The past has no power unless you keep revisiting it. The future is not out of reach. It's already here. Collapse the illusion of time. Step into the present. Live from the frequency of your desired self. This is how timelines bend. This is how destinies shift. This is how the quantum now becomes your new normal. Chapter 5. Overcoming resistance and emotional blocks. Every person on the path of quantum manifestation eventually encounters a wall. Not a physical one, but an energetic one. That wall is resistance, the invisible barrier. Resistance is the subconscious force that keeps you stuck in the known, even if the known is painful. It whispers, what if I fail? I'm not good enough. This is too unrealistic. People will judge me. These thoughts don't come from your higher self. They're echoes from your past, from conditioning, from trauma, from survival wiring. Your body wants safety more than success. To break through, you must rewire that instinct. Understanding emotional blocks. Most resistance isn't logical. It's emotional. You say you want abundance, but deep down, you fear responsibility. You dream of love, but unconsciously expect betrayal. You want to be seen, but dread exposure. Your conscious desires are in conflict with subconscious programs. And in the quantum field, it's not your words that manifest. It's your signal. Your signal is your dominant emotional state. If your energy says, I want it, but your emotion says, I don't believe it, the field responds to emotion. That's why many people try, affirm, visualize, and still repeat the same cycles. They haven't cleared the emotional static, spotting the signs of inner resistance. Resistance often disguises itself. Here's how to spot it. Chronic procrastination on aligned action. Excuses that sound reasonable but feel limiting. Sudden tiredness when approaching expansion. Sabotaging opportunities just as things improve. Attracting chaos or drama right before a breakthrough. These aren't random. They're energetic feedback. Your nervous system is protecting the status quo. But here's the truth. You don't need protection. You need permission, facing the shadow. To move forward, you must meet your inner shadow. This isn't about digging up old wounds to suffer again. It's about bringing light to what's been hidden. Here's a powerful journaling exercise. 1. Write down your biggest dream. 2. Ask, what's the worst thing that could happen if I got this? 3. Let the answers flow. No filter. 4. Now ask, where did I learn that this was dangerous? 5. Reframe. What would I rather believe instead? This process reveals the roots of resistance, and once seen, they lose power, releasing stored emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. But when suppressed, it becomes stuck energy. Distortion in your field, you don't have to talk it out. You have to feel it through. Try this somatic release process. Sit or lie down in silence. Close your eyes. Scan your body for tension. Don't judge. Observe. Ask the tight area. What emotion lives here? Let that emotion speak. Sadness, anger, fear. Breathe into it. Let it move. Cry. Shake. Yell into a pillow if needed. After release, flood the area with golden light. You'll feel lighter, clearer, more you. Energy moves when you feel without resistance, shifting the identity loop. Every time you try to change your life, your current identity fights back. Because identity, familiarity, safety, but growth demands a new self-image. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. To shift identity, stop repeating stories like, I'm not consistent, I'm always anxious, money doesn't stick with me. Speak the language of your future self now. Surround yourself with environments that match the energy you're calling in. Wear the clothes. Speak the tone. Carry the posture of your next level. It's not fake. It's faith. Faith in your ability to embody the new. And every time you override the old pattern, even once, you weaken its grip. Daily, practices to transmute resistance. Here are rituals to dissolve resistance over time. 1. Mirror work. Look into your own eyes daily. Say, I see you, I accept you, I choose you. 2. EFT tapping. Tap on acupressure points while affirming safe change. 3. Breath work. Use breath to override survival signals. Fast, inhale, slow, exhale. Repeat. 4. Quantum journaling. Write from the perspective of your future self daily. 5. Cold exposure. Trains the nervous system to stay calm under pressure. 6. Visualization plus embodiment. See your new life, then walk around the room as if it's done. Each practice recalibrates your field. Each moment, you choose presence over panic, alignment over avoidance. You shift timelines, a word on fear. Fear isn't the enemy, it's a compass. What you fear often points to where your freedom lives. Don't wait for fear to vanish. Move with it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's dancing with it. You're not broken because you feel resistance. You're ready. The presence practice. Every time resistance rises, pause. Don't escape. Don't distract. Come back to now. Breathe. Ask. What am I feeling? Where is this in my body? Is this truth or programming? What would love say right now? Then act from that place. Not fear, not shame, not should. Love. The quantum field responds to love. Always. Final shift. Overcoming resistance isn't about fighting your inner critic. It's about turning down its volume by tuning up your alignment. The more you honor your truth, the less power resistance holds. You don't need to force your way forward. You simply need to clear the static. Your signal is enough. You are enough. Now, step forward, even with shaky hands. The field is listening. Chapter 6. Quantum Intuition. Listening to the field. In a world obsessed with logic and proof, intuition is often dismissed as unreliable. Yet in quantum manifestation, intuition is your compass. It's how the field speaks to you. The language beyond words. The quantum field doesn't shout. It whispers, not in sentences, in sensations. A tightness in the gut when something is off. A pull in the chest when something is aligned. Goosebumps when you hear truth. An unexplained knowing that bypasses reason. This is intuition. It's the signal before the signal. Logic asks, is this safe? Intuition asks, is this right? Learning to hear that difference changes your life. The science of intuition. Intuition isn't magic. It's biology. Your heart has over 40,000 neurons, heart-brain cells. It processes information faster than your head. It senses coherence or chaos before thought forms. The gut? Same story. Millions of neurons linked to emotional memory. That gut feeling is real. It's data. The body feels the field before the mind interprets it. That's why your best decisions don't make sense, but feel perfect. How intuition guides manifestation. The path to your desires isn't linear. It's quantum, non-linear, often illogical. You might be nudged to call someone, take a detour, cancel a plan. That action may lead to the breakthrough. Intuition delivers those nudges. Ignore them, and you miss shortcuts. Follow them, and life unfolds in impossible ways. Tuning the channel. To receive intuitive guidance clearly, you must become a clean channel. That means silence. Create space for the whisper. No input, more inner signal. Presence. Intuition lives in the now, not in worry or regret. Trust. Doubt scrambles the signal. Belief tunes it in. Detachment. Be open to how guidance shows up, not just what you expect. Meditation isn't about escaping the world. It's about entering the field. The clearer your state, the stronger the message. Signs versus noise. Not every feeling is intuition. Sometimes it's fear, projection, old trauma. How to tell the difference? Intuition feels clear, calm, and neutral. Even when warning you, it doesn't panic. Fear feels urgent, loud, or anxious. It demands. Intuition invites. Practice checking in. Is this guidance or grasping? Truth or trigger? Alignment or avoidance? Over time, your discernment sharpens. Dreams, symbols, and synchronicity. The field doesn't speak English. It speaks energy. And it uses symbols. Dreams, where you're flying. Rising potential. Animals appearing repeatedly. Totems. Seeing 1111 often. That's a wake-up ping. Songs. Overheard words. Coincidences. Messages. Start tracking them. Keep a symbol journal. Ask the field for signs. Be specific. Then, watch what shows up. The field always answers. But are you paying attention? Letting go of the plan. The biggest block to intuition? Control. When you grip the plan too tightly, you miss the detour that leads to miracles. The universe doesn't respond to obsession. It responds to alignment. Ask yourself daily, what feels light? Where is energy flowing? What would love do right now? Let that guide your action. Quantum creation isn't forcing, it's flowing. The role of stillness. Stillness isn't laziness, it's alignment. Sometimes the next best move is no move. Just listening. Manifestation is 90% energetic alignment, 10% physical action. Don't rush to act. First, align. Then, act from the nudge. Intuitive action saves years of misaligned hustle. Inner yes, inner no. Your body has a truth-telling compass. A yes feels expansive, warm, open. A no feels tight, closed, heavy. Practice with small choices. Ask, do I want tea or coffee? Feel the response. Then build up to big ones. Your inner compass strengthens with use. From guessing to knowing. You're not here to guess your way through life. You're here to remember. Remember how to listen, how to feel, how to know. You've had moments. You thought of someone, and they called. You walked into a room and felt the vibe. You knew the right choice before you had reasons. That's not random. That's quantum intuition. It's your superpower. Now it's time to reclaim it. Daily practice. Intuitive morning. 1. Upon waking, sit in silence, eyes closed. 2. Place hand on heart. Breathe deeply. 3. Ask, what does my soul want me to know today? 4. Wait for a word, image, or feeling. 5. Write it down, honor it, align with it. This 5-minute ritual changes everything. The field is listening. When you ask, the field responds. When you trust, the field amplifies. When you follow, the field moves mountains. You are not guessing. You are remembering. Tune in. You already know. Chapter 7. Embodying the quantum life. Living as the future. You've remembered your power. You've cleared the static. You've tuned into the field. Now comes the embodiment. The quantum life isn't something you visit. It's something you become. From practice to presence, many people treat manifestation like a technique. They visualize, journal, affirm, but still feel disconnected. Why? Because they're doing the practice, not becoming the presence. The field responds not to what you do, but to who you are. To embody is to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your highest timeline. Consistently. Living as if it's done. Becoming the version of you who already has it. That version doesn't hustle, doesn't seek proof, doesn't wait. They move differently, speak differently, vibrate differently. Quantum identity, integration. Ask yourself daily, if I were already that version of me, what would I do today? What would I say no to? How would I treat my body, my time, my money? What energy would I bring into this room? Then do it. Not someday, now. Every action taken from your future identity is a vote for that timeline. And enough votes shift your entire reality. Anchoring new baselines. Old self-sabotage patterns return not to test you, but to offer mastery. When fear resurfaces, you don't panic. You anchor. When doubt knocks, you don't retreat. You realign. Mastery isn't about never falling. It's about returning faster. Your new baseline becomes presence over panic, response over reaction, faith over force, embodiment over escape. You live from the inside out, creating environments that match. Environment is stronger than willpower. You can expand in spaces that reflect your past. Audit your world. Who drains your energy? Who expands it? What habits keep you looping? Which digital inputs support your vision? Which distract? Does your space inspire your highest self? Then design your life to match the field you're aligning with. Let go of old world anchors. Build a quantum habitat, language of the future self. Your words cast spells. Speak from your future. Say, I am creating instead of, I hope someday. I'm being guided instead of, I'm confused. I trust the unfolding instead of, why isn't it here yet? Every word programs your field. Talk like it's real, and it becomes so. Letting the energy lead. In the quantum life, energy leads. You don't act from obligation. You act from inspiration. If something feels forced, pause. If it feels light, move. This doesn't mean laziness. It means precision. Inspired action collapses time. Listen to nudges. Follow the flow. Let the field show you the next step. Your job isn't to plan every move. It's to stay aligned. Co-creation versus control. You are not manifesting alone. You are in co-creation with the field, your soul, and something greater. That means surrender, not giving up, but giving over. You state your intention, align your energy, then trust the how. Control says, I must make it happen. Co-creation says, I'll meet the field halfway. That's when miracles unfold. Celebration as magnetism. Celebrate every shift, not just the big wins, the subtle ones. A new thought pattern. A day with less resistance. A moment of pure presence. Celebration anchors gratitude. Gratitude amplifies attraction. Joy is your most magnetic state. Celebrate now, not later. You don't wait for the life. You become it. Legacy, frequency. This is bigger than your goals. You're not here just to manifest things. You're here to shift frequency for generations, to embody a new template, one of sovereignty, coherence, alignment. Every time you rise, you clear for those before and after you. Your healing is ancestral. Your activation is planetary. Your joy is a ripple effect, closing the loop. This journey has not been about becoming someone else. It's about returning to who you've always been. The pure signal beneath the static, the soul that remembers. You don't need fixing. You need embodying. You are the field. You are the frequency. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. So walk forward, not to become worthy, but because you already are. Speak it, move it, live it. The quantum life isn't a destination. It's now. Welcome home.